Okay, good morning to all my brothers and sisters. This is about real talk. I don't have time to be shoe shucking and show enough, and I hope you done had your coffee. But I'm gonna tell you some real talk. I'm gonna say to you that people, President Trump is a pathological liar. He misleads people all the time. Don't know now one thing that came out of his mouth that he's told the truth. And I'm gonna tell you, if we do a fact check on President Trump, we're going to find out that everything come out the boy's mouth is a lie. But guess what? The MAGA people believe in the great white hope. They believe that he's the God. He don't lie, cheat, and steal, which is totally reversed. He's the worst lie, cheat, and steal in the world. So when Donald Trump have made false or misleading statement during the time of public life, everything come out of his mouth. And I'm going to cut to the chase. We need to put our defense down and realize that this man is nothing but a pathological liar, and plus he's a con artist. Now, I don't care what you say. It ain't about white, black. It's about white supremacy is in the White House and trying to cut everything down for his own benefit. Especially as President Trump, when we do a fact check, it's like the Washington Post, they do a fact check on everything that he says, and everything come out of his mouth is a lie. And guess what he's trying to pass a law? We're trying to get rid of the fact check. I don't want nobody to fact check nothing that I say because I know that I'm a man of integrity. You see, understand? This man is deranged. I need all American people to wake up and understand that the world is turning upside down if we don't step forward and get rid of these pathological liars that are running this country. The big lies about I can go on and on, but I don't have 40 years to talk about the lies the boy done told. But look, the big lies about the 2020 election. Let's start right there. Everybody know he's already programmed. If he lose, they stole the election. This is a man that got a plan for everything that he said. If he say, how high, Republican, how high you want me to jump? If you believe a pathological liar over God, you got problems. I'm talking real talk this morning because this needs to be told. This man is a threat to the United States. Republicans, the MAGA, admitted, claimed the election was stolen despite no evidence they didn't find no evidence that it was stolen. The Republican state, yep, it was right. He passing these lies out that he repeatedly said that won by a landslide. He kept telling me, man, I won by a landslide. These damn Democrats, man, they stole this gig from me. I'm the man. I know that people are dying to get me in the White House. No, people are dying to see your ass go to the graveyard. Because I'm going to tell you something. You have caused more damage to people, white, black, everything else, since you got into office. People, you Republican, please, don't go there with me. He recounted audio confirming Biden's victory. The man has done everything. Look, all the Republicans say, hey man, there wasn't no cheating. Alleged voting machine was rigged. You got to understand, this man got a excuse for every damn thing that go on in his life. He got an excuse. Yes, am I talking to the choir? Yeah, I'm talking to the American people. He was saying that, which was debunked and led to defamation lawsuit. All the Republicans are telling us, hey boy, the election wasn't stolen. But he's spreading this conspiracy theory, and all of his MAGA people believe the lies after they've been verified. So this is the kind of people that we have in the White House. President Trump is a pathological liar. Admit it, accept it, and try to do something about it. Now we're talking about lies about the economic and the inflation, the economy and the inflation. Okay, let's talk about it. Guess what the boy said? The boy said prices were way down in 2025 when they were actually real high. Whenever he says something is high, they low. Whenever he says something low, they could be high. But whatever he says to fit his narrative, that's what he's going to say. America, do not be fooled by this con artist. Guess what else the boy said? The boy said, hey, guess what? Gas prices have dropped to about a 198 per gallon. But when the gas prices actually increased $2.70 an hour. So you understand how he tried to manipulate his MAGA people followers' mind. All the MAGA people got to do is fact check everything he's saying. I mean, I've never seen so many people believe and right in front of him, they know he's lying, and they still going to believe their white God. I cannot believe it. He asserted he signed the largest tax bill in history. Look, it wasn't even close. So you understand how the man can inflate shit and he can convince his followers that he's the God of the world. He don't lie, cheat, and steal. That just, the 2020 election, the economy and inflation, and guess what, the climate and environmental falsehood. He's supposed to be the best scientist in the world. He called climate change a hoax, underestimating scientific consent, claimed wind turbine cause cancer and kill birds and create a catastrophe in the world. Now, this is him saying that. But because he's the president, this is one of the linest presidents look, I've never seen somebody can lie. I've been around a lot of liars. But I'm not going to tell you that I haven't told a couple of green. But they not like that, though. Oh, no. Trump is in a league of his own. He lies to the American people. He's lying to the world. It's about money and power. You MAGA people, if you think that he loves you, you've been booked. If you're not a billionaire, he's going to tell you what you want to hear. He's going to tell the white supremacy, do whatever you want to do, baby. I got you back. Kill all the black people. This is what this clown, them bullshitted people's about. And another thing, ignore climate. He rated disaster while pushing fossil fuel expansion. Now, President Trump, he's supposed to be the smartest man in the world, according to who? Him. Now, let me get off this. Now, I don't know if y'all been following news, but I think the boy should become a comedian because the comedian know how to fabricate, they know how to lie and make it look real. Now, the boy told the public, he said, Jasmine Crockett got a low IQ, and he called everybody minority have low IQ. They can't read, they can't write, they stupid, they ignorant, they dumb, they don't need to be in this world. That's the way this clown thinks. He came out and said that he took an IQ test and he aced it. Now, the American people, you need to look at that. Where did he take the test at? In his bathroom? And did the results come out of his bathroom? Say, hey, baby, you good? You one of the smartest men in the world. But I guarantee you, if you do real IQ test, you're going to find out his IQ is the lowest. Admit it, MAGA. Look at the way he talks. He can't even hold a conversation. He's selling Bible, but he can't quote you a scripture in the Bible. But why are y'all falling for the devil? You know it, he's the devil. But you're going to ignore God over this man. What is it all about? Me, myself, and I? Are you going to let this man keep destroying America at your cost? You understand? When I say to you is that, he downplayed the severity of the pandemic when it was going on. As the devil kept rising, he kept making up, hey man, I'm gonna tell you something. America, I don't know what's wrong with you. MAGA, I don't know what's wrong with you. But anytime you put President Trump over God people, you got a problem also. I'm talking to whether you black, green, purple, or whatever your color is. And psychological manipulation and gaslighting. Do you understand what that means? He referred to hate-filled rallies as love fest. All these going down to the Capitol, it was just showing love. These people wasn't no threat. They didn't come down. But everybody need to understand He caused this. He caused people to lose their life. He lied about it. When he knew that he called all these people and told them to show up at the White House, and they destroyed the White House. But everybody believed it was a peaceful protest because he said it. He's a manipulator and liar, American people. And he did not say anything that was recorded on video or posted on social media about this destruction. Are we going to admit it? Or are we going to lie? Allow it? When the truth is right in front of you, how can you deny it? I don't understand it. Use repetition to make lies feel true. Every time you keep repeating the same lie, if you keep repeating the same lie, eventually somebody's going to believe you, especially when you dealing with a person with a low IQ. I'm going to say it, admit it. The man cannot even hold a conversation. He can't even look at you right, but he can come up with a lie so quick and convince his followers. It's about the Democrats. It's trying to, these left wing, everything come out of his mind. It becomes separation of people, father and father. And do y'all see that? Can you understand what's going on in America? He lies about the immigration and crimes. I mean, man, I'm going to tell you, this man lied about everything. And most of the white supremacists, the people that believe what President Trump says, they want to see all brown people out of the United States. Oh, these brown people coming up with election fraud. These are lies that he done programmed. He keep repeating them over and over. And eventually his base is going to believe it. He claimed immigration was, man, these boys out here eating dogs and cats. I mean, in Ohio. And he completely fabricated people in Ohio eating dogs and cats when nobody else in Ohio knew anything about it. But that is the conspiracy theory. That is a lie that he's using to gain his power. People don't understand. When? Where did he come up with that people in Ohio eating cats and dogs? Because some people in Ohio, they're not taking care of the people. They're not getting them immigrants out there. They're not getting them Haitians out there because we can't even keep a dog on the street. I can't even walk my dog right now because them Haitians going to eat them up. See, you see how you can fabricate, but when you got people that have low IQ, they are going to believe everything that their white God is telling them. I mean, come on. He said immigration has the highest crime rate. Are you serious? The immigration got the highest crime rate when America got the highest crime rate? Oh, no, because they're brown. They are a threat. They're killing our people. We need to get these brown-skinned people out of here. They're illegal. Well, start with your family, boy. I'm not going to get into that, but I'm coming back at you. But you can believe that. And he claimed that the data shows that they commit a few crimes than native-born citizens. They only commit. You got bad actors, but you got more crimes here in the United States, but because of the color of their skin. You understand how it works? We're dealing with a white supremacy, a pathological liar, and a person that got 34 felonies, and a person that been accused of rape and everything else. But y'all believe y'all God. Y'all scared of you, God, you Republican, you Senate. Why are you afraid to speak up for your people in your state? They elected you in there to represent them. But when you're in a Republican state, you're going to do what Trump said. If you want me to fund you, Democratic states, I'm going to make you suffer. Your college, your university, anything to put a black or minority people on their back. That's what this man is all about. Now stop denying it, and guess what? Get on your knees and start praying. Ask God to teach you right from wrong, even though you know right from wrong, but you rather go and against God for this man. I mean, like I said, he pushed the great replacement conspiracy theory. which had ties to white supremacy. Do you understand, America? I have to speak up on this. I'm talking about real talk because we need to make you aware that we have a pathological liar and a con artist running this country. It's about making him rich and making you poor. Stop denying it and admit the fact. Okay, why does it matter to me? Well, it mattered to me. These lies weren't just political spin. They shape public opinion. They shape public policies and even incite violence. January 6th captain. Many were repeated so often that they became part of the disinformation. Trump kept pushing this conspiracy theory, and all of his allies fell in line to believe him. They know he lying, but at the same time, if you want to be part of the ship, you better learn how to lie. You cannot be a honest Republican until you've been trained how to lie. For President Trump, admit it. You're afraid of your God. You're not afraid of the God that brought you into this world, the one that watches you, feeds you, and watches over you and protect your family. You're not looking at that God, but you're looking at an evil God down here on earth. Which one are you going to pick, boy? Huh? Your God, Trump, or you going to pick the real God? The real God going to judge your heart. Like I say, I mean, look, I don't have time, but if you want, when you can break down lies affecting specific groups like veterans, immigration, a working class family, or explore how misinformation spread to politics. If President Trump keeps saying things over and over and over and over, people are beginning to believe him because the president don't lie. I want to say this to all American people. President Trump controls Fox News. Fox News know that everything coming out of this man's mouth is a lie. But if they want to protect their base, if they want money to come into Fox News, if they want to do all these illegal stuff, you better do what Trump say and not as he do. President Trump and his administration are pathological lies. The truth going to come out. When it comes down to lying in politics, Donald Trump is in a class of his own. Come on, let's face it. The boy's in a class of his own. How many people are voting? Who's the best man in class? One person in class. He's the best man. He's the smartest man in class. According to, when we look at statistics, he made 3,578 false and misleading claims in his 4 years. That's a lot of damn lies, people. I mean, increasing year and year from 6 per day to his first. Now he's lying 30 times, at least 35, 30 or 40 times a day. Everything come out of the boy's mouth. America, are we sitting at the table getting drunk? Are we smoking weed that we done got too high? Our brains them explode. We can't think. We don't understand what the world is all about. Tell me what's going down. Because we are not blind. We can see everything that's going on. Since he done got in the office, America, everything come out of President's mouth is a lie. Although other presidents have lied to the public, but this boy, none have lied like this. This boy is a pathological. Some of Trump's lies are trivial, and many are self-aggranding. Nobody build better walls than me. This boy, everything is about him. It's not about you. It's about me, my family, my billionaire, the one who's going to work with me, the one who's going to spread this information. Do not go against him. Don't go against him if you want me to send funding into your state. America, if we don't do something about it, the United States has become a dictator. If we don't get President Trump out of this office, more people are going to die under his hand. There's more crime going to be committed at his alarming rate. If you look around, crimes is at his alarming rate, racism at his highest rate. You name it, President Trump is causing grave damage, not only to the United States, to our allies, but when you are dealing with a con artist, a person that is a pathological liar, it is what it is. I mean, then here's more ingredients like, look at the one about 2020 election. Democracy is dangerously contrast to the fact. With serious crime, them damn Democrats is destroying this world. You want to make America great again? Let me put the white supremacy back in there. White people that know how to control. We know how to get rid of all them black people. We know how to get rid of minority people. This is the mindset of a disillusioned man. Are we going to admit it? Yes or no? Come on, work with me today. And the thing I'm saying, and these lies can be cut through. And when you talk about around 50% of the Republican voters believe it. 50% of the Republican voters believe that every damn thing come out of Donald Trump's mouth is the truth. I mean, come on. Regardless of any emerging contrast evidence, they're going to believe it because that's their God. If you're a Republican, I can understand we all got a choice. I mean, you got a choice of color. Which one are you going to choose? Your brother. I can dig that. But let me tell you something. When reality set in, what kind of heart do you have? Do you have a heart for one man? Do you have a heart for everyone? That's the question that I need to ask you, MAGA people. I mean, the research also found that belief in this lie is boosts Republican Party. President Trump have gotten his base to believe everything he say, and they're going to bag him up as long as he's into office. And I'm going to say this, and you can take it any way you want it. It doesn't make any difference to me. Politician who lies can gain a strategy advantage. You understand? If you can successfully embellish the truth or construct a new reality, this is what the Republican parties are doing. They are spreading misinformation. They lies about this. They lies about that. But then again, everybody getting caught in a crime. You lied. You lied on stage. You lied to the Congress. You lied. But when you look at, oh man, look, I don't want to get involved. Why are you charging everybody for lying on stage when you got a pathological liar that running the White House? But it don't apply to him because he white supremacy. But everybody else, hey, let's put it down. You understand? You close a blind eye on the white man. You know what? The black man, you open your eyes up because you don't trust him. When you don't trust yourself. So again, I mean, let's face it. The truth may be a bit dull or uninspiring that these conspiracy theories are spreading. You understand? A lie can be whatever you want it to be. If you think this is true, well, you think it's true. You know what your audience wants to hear. The audience, your audience, wants to hear your lie. Republican, you are ready to give your life up for a lie. But you go to church every Sunday. You believe in your God. How many gods you believe? You believe in the God Almighty, or do you believe in your Christian God? That's the question that I need to hear. You know, when you talk about politicians, they know that lying is part of their everyday life. Hey, that's part of their everyday life. When it comes down to politicians, they must lie to protect their ad and to stay into office. You know, I mean, research psychology using them. They use the diary, a lie diary, to tell us that the people's lives on an average twice a day. These are lies that is harmful to the American people. President Trump don't care. They call them white lies told for the benefit of others. But some are not so harmless and told for the benefit of the liars themselves. People are telling lies for the benefit of the Republican Party. It's a shame that we are allowing this to take place right on our eyes. Some people get significant pleasure for telling such lies. They like the excitement of telling lies. They love to spread President Trump lies. You see how the world works. If you keep telling lies long enough in your position of power, they're going to begin to believe you. They begin to believe. And some people it's confusing the recipients of a lie who expect to detect signs and guilty of anxiety instead. I'm going to tell you something. When you got a mild case of retardation and when you irresponsible, we don't need you running the White House. We don't need you be nowhere near the White House. So I'm going to say this to say this. You need to stop lying to the American people because the truth is going to set you free. Well, let me say this again. Who is lying? Certain type of personalities are drawn to telling these sort of lies. Let's talk about the boy. President Trump, he been lying ever since before he got into office. It's about billionaires. He wants to be around people with money. If y'all see American people, do you see what him and his sons have been doing over in these different countries while he's in office? They building Trump hotel, Trump golf courses. They is making billions of dollars while his dad is into office. But Fox News, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about all the stuff, deals that President Trump is making about making America great again. What have you seen besides making him rich again? Him and his billionaire friends are ripping the American people off. And we are too blind, but we believe everything President Trump, he's my God. I mean, these include those little empathy such as narcissistic and psychopaths. They don't care about the consequences for their recipient. It's all about them. It's all about President Trump, America. And you better start talking up and stop letting this one man who's done commit every crime in the world, but we got him back into office because of lies and bullshit. We're going to sit back and take it. People typically start lying early in life. Trump been lying ever since he came into this world. He been taught how to lie. It's a generational curse under his life. Between 2 or 3 years of age, that's all they do. They start lying at an early age, at the age of 2 and 3. Trump been lying ever since then. And he done mastered art. He done gave himself a doctor's degree in lying. And he's certifying those administration under him, one of his doctor degrees, a lying doctor degree. And every Republican, you're going to get a degree, one a Trump degree, if you follow what he said, not as he do. And the ability to lie improves as our cognitive ability develops. Like any skills, we get better at it with practice. If you keep practicing, you're going to become better. You're going to become perfect. When Trump is done practice lies until he don't really need no training. Are you going to work with me? Are you going to admit that the American people is going to suffer under the hands of President Trump and his lying administration? They do not do anything unless they check with him. They would not say anything against him because they are forming this white supremacist mindset of how we can control the people. Take it or leave it. I don't give. Well, calm down, Clayton. I'm talking real talk. And when I talk about, politicians were one through, it was like an art. It was politically psychological for many years. Politicians can lie by omission exaggeration. But sometimes, like Trump tell outright big lies. I mean, America. He just up and say what he want to say, whatever he comes to his mind. But his base, his followers, believe him. Oh, you followers are blind when it comes down to your God, your Lord Trump. Check, do fact check. It's not exaggeration. Trump exaggerate about everything come out of his mouth. Are we going to? But sometimes, like Trump, the term was introduced by Adolf Hitler. These lies, and the concept of big lies was used by the Nazis to justify persecution of the Jews. The big lie theory. This is what President Trump is spitting. The big lie is often defined as a deliberate, gross distortion of truth used by especially as a propaganda tactic. Woo! Propaganda. That boy is putting more propagandas out there. People, you need to wake up and smell the roses. President Trump is about me, myself, and I. I can care about. I appreciate y'all voters. I believe that. I appreciate y'all believing me because I am God. I don't lie, cheat, and steal. I'm a man of integrity. Y'all cannot believe them damn Democrats. Them some of the lying son guns that I ever met. Do not fall for the left wing because that's all they do is lie. You see how he tried to use reverse psychology on America. But if he keeps spreading the lies, a lot of his followers are going to continue to believe it. So I'm talking about real talk. And most people don't want me to talk about it because guess what? Whatever. When we talk about Trump is using the big lie technique in his denial of the 2020 election. He's using it to work according to Hitler big lies. He used them big lies to kill the Jews. Trump is using big lies to get rid of the immigrant, to destroy the black people. He's using the big lies theory that he's making America great again. He's using the big lies again. Is that guess what? When I get into office, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. How much have you seen? The America is done got worse and it's going to get worse under the hand of a pathological liar. Republican follows. Put them guards down. What you need to do and what you should do, believe in God and don't believe in Trump. Yes, I'm going to tell you just like it is. The main thing about the big lies is to awaken the imagination of public to appeal to their feelings. They are not aimed on our rational self, but our unconscious emotion self. If people are convinced of a lie and it spreads all over the world, it's like wildfire. This is what went down. They believe these lies. They believe it. Trump supporters believe every lie that he put out there. They are not aimed for our rational self, but our unconscious and emotional self. This is what the purpose of the lies are. Trump say that immigrants are eating the dogs and the cat in Springfield. Well, it's not appearing to our rational system. It provides us with a vivid image and trying to affect our emotion and our unconscious mind. People, psychological, theological. You must understand, if I tell you something, if you love me, you're going to believe me, even if I'm lying. If you believe in me and you know that I'm lying, it doesn't matter because you're my God. You don't understand. When he started eating the dogs and the cat, people were beginning to believe that. They believe that them Haitians are out there robbing the dogs, cat. They even eating them. They cooking them. They baking them. They putting them on the market. Anybody want a dog sandwich or a cat meal? All you got to do is go to Ohio. I'm lying to you. People are hiding their cats and their dogs only because of this pathological liar. When the people in Springfield, we don't know nothing about that. As a social Biological has pointed out, lying can give you a clear evolution advantage. The status and wealth and achievement are important in that great evolution battle. It's about getting rich to keep people suppressed under the hands of these lies. Wake up. If I keep repeating something over and over and repeating it, people are going to believe it. That's why Trump, he repeats himself over and over. But then again, he forget about he's lying. No, I'm sorry. He don't forget about it. That's part of his attitude. That's part of his mindset. Is to lie. Perhaps Trump's managed to convince himself that they really was eating the dogs and the cat. He convinced himself. That means if I convince myself, that means all my followers going to believe. I don't know what to say. Or perhaps he thought to himself, playing this emotional image, that all you need for faithfulness, believe in Trump. Abstractive friction might well engage us and sweep us along. But the reality is that Shakespeare suggested that invented. Many people hope the truth will come out. Eventually, the last month of the U.S. election campaign suggested this may not always be the truth. When you got a lying son of a gun in the White House, and guess what, people, if you're a white supremacist, you love everything he's doing. But if you're white America and you've been knowing that you want to fight for America, you know what you're doing. We cannot allow money and power to take over this country. I'm going to say something to all the American people. As I said, I'm not a prophet, but I want you to look forward to this. United States, President Trump will inflict civil war on the United States. It's about race, religion, sex, and national origin. Watch and see how he's working his magic. He's setting up his administration. When I call it civil war, all boots on board, all boots on deck. Because if things don't go my way and people try to fight against me, try to take me down, I need y'all to support me. Has said, you know what I mean? All you national defense people in charge of state, federal, and local laws. When I say go out there, if you got to shoot to kill, you do as I say. And I mean it. This is the kind of man that we have in the White House. And stop denying it. You see this Osteen case. Why they want to release it? It's the Democratic. You ask the boy where he going, he tell you where he been. He will never give you a direct answer because when you're a pathological liar, you need a couple of seconds to think about what you're going to lie about. What kind of lie you coming up with now? Your name all over this thing investigation. I need all my administration. I need all my national security people. I need you to come up with a plan to protect my ass. I don't want you to give the public nothing that's going to jeopardize my career. But you Republicans believe that there is nothing in that file that's going to commit President Trump. Well, why don't you release it? All you guys in 27, well, I'm going to release Epstein file, all the guys that he put in front of national security. Everybody's lying in the White House. They're trying to cover President Trump. But if you, the American people, know that your president was a pedophile, he raped little girls, and he did all these things, why won't you let the list come out? Why don't you let the list come out? What happened to Jeff Epstein when he was in jail? Was he killed because to cover up? Because a dead man can't talk. This is the way Trump is taking his lesson from Russia. And I want to say this, I don't know, but I honestly believe in my heart. When they reveal the truth, not the extract, they're going to take out things and protect. You're going to find out Russia is somewhere involved into this deal. You can believe, whether you want to accept it, Trump is a pedophile. Trump is part of what Russia. He is not going against Putin because Putin got something on him. When he went over there and did this fashion show, the Russian ladies, they got pictures of him. But he better stay close with Putin because Putin is the one that's going to spill his beans if he get out of hand. Let's blame Ukraine. When you're dealing with a person that's done lied and cheat, he's trying to find his way out. It's like when you hem up a cat. That cat gonna come out there some way. You keep poking him and you got him jammed in a corner, he gonna come out there and strike him. And Trump is willing to sacrifice America for his life. American people. What are we doing? What are we doing? I don't want y'all to do fact checks on me because, that's just going to create another deal. This is what he's telling. I'm going to pass a executive order. No fact check. All the whistleblowers. No whistleblowers going to talk against me. And I'm going to get back on this subject real quick. As the heat grows on President Trump, and that's time, he sent a person over there to talk to whatever name, Christine, or whoever that wife was. They sent one person over there to talk to her. That person went over there to make a deal. Nobody was allowed to go in except one of Trump's lawyers. Don't you think that's a red flag? He goes in there with a big suitcase and stuff. No reporter is in there to ask him what was the question all about. You see how it's operating? I'll make a deal with you. My president is in trouble. I need you to lie. I'll give you pardon. Please. I know President Trump. I know what all went down, but I'm going to tell you, you cannot testify against President Trump. I will give you pardon. Correct now. The heat is on. We need you. We need you to lie. You understand? Why didn't you send the FBI over there to interrogate her? Why did you send Trump lawyer over there? Why didn't want no reporters in there? Is that a red flag, America? Every time he shows up, pictures of him with those young girls, and you still convinced that these Democrats is trying to set him up when he been lying for years, and before he got in office, we're gonna release the Epstein case time I get in there. And the Cat Patel and all those guys. Yep, I think the damn public should need to know about what the president is doing. But now they're working for you. You look at the video back, both of those individuals said that report should be released. But now President Trump is so smart, he put them in position to protect his ass. And they lying for him. Supreme Court gonna lie for him. Everybody's lying for Trump, but nobody thinking about how Trump is hurting America, how Trump is killing America. I didn't want my emotions to get involved, but I'm tired of being played by a stacked deck of cards. I'm tired of allowing my people. I need to tell the people, your president of the United States is a pathological liar, and everything come out of his mouth is lies. Republican follows. All you have to do is to follow up. Follow up on what he said. Why are you afraid to follow up on the lies that he said? Because I believe my white God. I believe my white supremacy. Because there is no other God greater than President Trump. He's the best president since God. And let me tell you something. I don't know what the hell y'all ass been smoking, but y'all need to give me some of that shit. Because anytime you've been deceived by a false prophet and everything is right there in front of you, and you still convinced that he is your God, when he's killing American people, he's still your God? Is he making America great again by making people suffer? Is he making people great again by lying to them? Tell me, Trump follower, how is he making America great again when he's getting ready to take your mother and them Social Security, when he's taking veteran benefit, when he's doing all these things that is un-American, but he's making America great again? The only thing I'm going to say to all you Americans, until you get down on your knee and pray to the real God and not Trump, we're going to get somewhere. You must believe that whatever God tells you is a done deal. And I'm going to say it again to you. You Republican, you Senate. When are you going to grow some and stop allowing form of intimidation to control you? Do you care about your people in your local, state, and federal government? Or you think like your homeboy, Trump? You Republican state, you better do what I say, not as I do. If you want me to send you money, I'm going to send it. You Democratic state, just like slavery, you're going to get the leftover. This is the mind of a deranged president. Until you start praying to God, asking for strength, your mind going to always be inflated by a lie. Which one do you believe? Do you believe in God or do you believe in Trump? Do you believe in God or do you believe in man? That's the question that I'm going to leave with you. But if you believe in man, but let me tell you what God said. Lean not to your own understanding. You trust me. I will fight your battle. I will lift you up with my victorious right hand. I'm your God. I'm your Lord. I'm your Savior. You can walk through fire. You won't burn. You can walk through deep water. You won't drown. Now, who are you going to believe? The person that who brought you in this world as the gift of life, or are you going to allow the devil in your life to destroy your life? Do you care about people, or is it about race, religion, sex? God did not put you here. You need to reprogram your mind because you got a reprobated mind that's all you see is white. This is not a white man world. This is God world. And remember that. Put your faith, hope, and trust in God and believe. Watch what happens. Watch what happened, America. Watch what's happened. When you think God is asleep, I said I'm not a prophet. Watch how the disasters happen in certain places. Watch you see things happen that you never have before. Watch you're going to see that murders and all these kind of things taking place. They're taking place now, but they're going to intensify. And you're going to find out who is God. What happened when a disaster struck? Trump is running for his ass. Y'all need to protect the president. Oh, this storm is raging. Well, I thought he was supposed to be your God. Where's your God at when all these disasters pop up in your area? Your God is running for his damn life like everybody else. Anytime your leader is running and he done left his followers behind, this is what you got to look at reality. When God get ready to come get Trump, where are you going to be? Are you going to follow Trump? Or are you going to start reading your Bible? Yep, my emotion there really got tired of. But it's been a pleasure to me is to be able to explain to the American people when you got a wolf dressed up like a sheep, set back and see what happened to your sheep when you trust this wolf. Pray to God every morning for strength. Pray for your family, your relatives, your children, and your friends. But most important, pray for all of God's children. Don't pray for just white. Pray for everybody. Because one day we all going to leave this world. But I want to leave this world with a clean mind and an open mind. So whatever happens, I know God got my back. And if you believe in him and trust him, he got your back. Until next time, please share all my videos with all of my followers. Hit the notification button because yet the best to come. But I thank God for who I am. He have blessed me, he have saved me, he have taught me, and he's teaching me right now. Until you got God in your life, you're going to be upside down. Have a nice day. Keep praying.